This is Salamancer, and I cannot stop laughing about this soldier's face right now. But this is a premiership game between Dignitas and Old Dignitas, aka Relic. So, these are going to be some names that you are very, very familiar with right now in Week 3 of Season 10 of the Premier League in ETF2L. We're just going to see here on Granary who ends up winning. Of course, right now Dignitas tagged up as D.Intel. That's going to be the red team. And of course, your favorites in the blue team there are going to be the old Dignitas, the new Relic team. Pretty much the same team that the old Dignitas was called. Right now, the mid-fight going on here. So Darn getting up there very quickly. But look at this. An immediate soldier jump there, taking out a soldier. Did not manage to take out the medic, though. Agron still at 150 health here. Other red soldier here now in some trouble. And probably going to get taken out by the scout work. But no, scout comes in to save him. And actually on top of the medic right now, that is Larsa. Oh no, Longas, I'm sorry, he does get taken out. But man, this fight is lasting quite a while. Agron's still quite high on HP, but the Uber's ready to go for red team, and so there you go. That is going to be it. Larsa's having to back out now with his medic, and that means that the new Dignitas has managed to win the fight. So let's go over those rosters real quick, because I know you guys like that. The old Dignitas, the Relic team that we are all familiar with, Rib on the Demo Man, Agron on medic, Rebelli and Bibbin on the scouts, and Larsa and Darn on the soldiers. Meanwhile, pushing into the second point here is going to be the new Dignitas, and that's going to be Himsy on the Demo Man, the two soldiers of Haza and Hawks, Longas and Cookie on the scouts, and Dexter on the medic today. I'm not sure if Dexter is their main medic. I think maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. I don't want to say something and be completely wrong here. But Dignitas is pushing in now through the side, but taking a lot of damage here. Looks like they've been spotted out, so they're going to have to back off a bit while they wait to find a chink in the armor here of the Relic team. Because Relic's putting up a pretty solid defense right now, and actually a good sticky trap here on the high ground. You do not want somebody coming in here and taking the point from up here, because there's just nothing you can do about it. They will get the first damage, and the first damage is all that matters. People telling me right now that Dexter is in fact the Jackal, so he just changed his name, didn't tag up right. That's just what happens. And here comes the Uber now from our red team. They are trying to push in, but they've not managed to get any kills with this yet. They've not managed to force the Uber, so here it comes now. Not even. Really good dodging work there from Agron. Right now, Soldier Hawks kind of chasing around the back, not even sure what he's doing back here, taking on just about the entire team. So I don't know what he was going for, but it looks like Dignitas has backed all the way up to their second point here. I'm sorry, to their middle point, backed away from the second point after having lost so many players. Now Himsy just, I'm sorry, that's not, wait, is that Himsy on the Demo Man? That is Himsy on the Demo Man. Interesting, because normally I think we would see somebody else doing that. But yeah, Himsy playing Demo right now, and he is having to back out once again, not able to get all the damage he wanted to. Some hits coming down on our blue team, but they will get healed up relatively quickly. Nonetheless, oh, Scout getting in here and actually causing a pop here from our blue team. Meanwhile, there was a back cap going on, but Cookie got taken out by Darn, so no more cap. That means that blue do manage to cap the mid, and Dignitas now backing off towards their own second point. Medic playing very conservatively here. He wants to keep that Uber alive, make sure he doesn't get headshot or bombed in or anything else. Right now, of course, there is no snipers, but you never know what is going to happen here in TF2. As long as you're not accounting for all of your opposing players, something crazy could be going on. There could always be that spy sneaking around, so you do have to pay some attention to where the players are. Here comes Uber now from red. They know they have a big advantage, so they are pushing in with the Demo Man right now, and that is, of course, Himsy. I'll see if we can't find the Himsy cam as the Uber fades. Actually, we're on Hawks right now, but Hawks going to be able to finish off Darn there. So Rib, Bibbin, Darn all down. No casualties yet for Dignitas, so they are going to push in against the Relic team, but Agron does have his Uber up, and really, you need to see mid getting capped right now. In fact, it looks like Relic may want to go and stop the cap. There are some stickies, but I think they're going to stop it right now. They have stopped that cap on mid, so they're trying to get forward spawns, deny spawns to the enemy, get some kills here. Himsy having to back way out. Long has taken a bunch of damage down to 7 health, but Cookie now playing some defense here for his Demo Man. Meanwhile, what is going on? It looks like, Dignitas once again backed into their yard. They cannot hold on to the middle point. So Relic with a very good defense at that middle point there, knowing just exactly how long it would take their reinforcements to get in position to help them hold it out. And so they did use the Uber to save that point. Now we are going to probably see another Uber coming in from Dignitas, but where are they right now? Are they in? I don't even see them. Okay, now they've finally taken a position in a yard here. Maybe I was just looking at the wrong yard. But I think Dignitas, look at all the overheal they have as well. They're maybe just waiting for their opponents to push into them. Hawk's the only one really taking any damage at the moment, and so he's kind of playing like a roaming soldier. He doesn't really care too much about it. And they go back for, actually, yeah, he is grabbing an overheal as well. So just look at the overheals on these teams. It is going to be very difficult for any sort of offense to be mounted by either team right now on Granary. And we do kind of see slow maps from time to time on Granary especially. It can be a very, very slow one. In between mid and second, because these teams are just vying for some sort of advantage. Wow, blue right now do hold the garage and are doing some good spam from the garage there, but the problem they have, of course, is that they can get hit very easily right now, especially by Himsy, who's being super aggressive here and does manage to get the kill on Rib. A little bit of damage going down onto Agron as well. So with the kill on Rib, I think we're going to see a push in by Dignitas right now. They may be able to get the capture here, but it's anybody's guess at the moment, because right now they're having some trouble pushing out through there. Yeah, Ubers are both popped at the same time, and of course now actually Dexter, aka the Jackal, gets separated from his soldier here for just a second. Soldier Hawks running up and trying to stay on the high ground, getting some good damage there. Looks like he has finished off Darn. Agron is down as well, so no medic here for either team. The Jackal gone. This is just going to be a DM battle, and oh, that rocket almost hit that scout. It was going to be really crazy if it did, because scouts are just tough little nuts to hit. Rib here does manage to get a kill on Haza. Meanwhile, Rebelli is down, and there goes Rib. That is a wipeout, trying to defend the middle point for Relic. So they finally lost the middle point to Dignitas after a very brutal push. Both teams on the same Uber right now. And we'll just have to see what happens. Long is trying to help save his soldier from the incoming scouts. And actually, there goes Himsy right now, caught out of position by the Relic team. Once again, they've actually stopped the capture here. It is so close right now. But this is Darn standing here on the point, not letting that capture happen. So Larson now sneaking in with the rest of his team. And they are still set up on the midpoint. Very well done to the Relic team to hold on for as long as they have, and they have just a bit of an Uber advantage. They've got a big player advantage, though. Now they still have to watch out for sticky traps and for ambushing scouts and stuff like that, but right now everybody from Dignitas is backed really far up. Himsy getting way too aggressive here. He did get the kill on Rebelli, but that is it. It's just one scout down right now. He got a bunch of good damage on everyone, actually, and maybe one more sticky could have done it, but that was still not a good decision to push in by himself. That's the kind of thing where even if he had gotten the kills, it still wouldn't have been a good decision. You know, there's a difference between like making a good decision and making a decision that works sometimes, but that time around definitely not a good decision, and it didn't work out for him either. Right now Dignitas apparently pushing in to trying to hold on to the last point here with their Uber, but there you go. Oh, very, very close right now. Haza trying to stop this, and no, they cannot stop it. So Relic winning the first round against Dignitas. Gonna watch this Rib roll out here for a little bit. I think it's pronounced Rib anyway, or Rub or something like that. It's a very European way of pronouncing those Y's instead of Ribe. So of course, these are European teams. I do try to get the pronunciations like they want. I'm probably just butchering them all terribly, but you know what? They gotta tell me how they want to pronounce. Otherwise, that's just what's going to happen. Rib there does end up setting some stickies down on the opposing health kit, and I just cannot say that word at all. Opposing health kit. Scout immediately pressuring forward, and Haza took a lot of damage there. Got a meat shot on him. Hawks does get taken down by Rebelli now, and our blue team here looking good so far. They've knocked out Cookie here as well by looks like that was Darn. Ends up with the rocket kill. So with 2 losses there and no kills to show for it, Dignitas is backing away from the Relic team and into their own yard. Problem is they have not set up any sticky traps yet, and Darn is actually peeking in here, bringing his medic around to the side, so they could end up taking the yard without much difficulty. Oh, now backing up just a little bit. They don't want Agron to go down here, and they don't want him to pop that Uber early. But they may just push in right now. Here they go. Darn standing up on top of the roof of this little shed here, wearing his towering pillar of hats. And yeah, everybody from Dignitas is walking back into their second point, trying to just sneak out and peek some damage there onto Agron. But Agron back up to 150 health. He is not going to pop that Uber anytime soon. So nobody died there, but basically it was just the superior positioning and the lack of sticky traps, the lack of really good aggressive spam by Dignitas that forced them back onto their second point. So now, of course, the old Dignitas, the Relic team here in the yard, are going to start trying to push towards second, or maybe they'll just try and bait red team out a little bit here. There is, of course, a nice sticky trap on that door that if anybody tries to walk out of it, they could take a lot of damage. But you got to be careful. And actually, so this game, somebody in the stream chat was pointing out, yes, this game was meant to be cast yesterday, which is, of course, Monday. Today is, no, I'm sorry, Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. I get completely confused and turned around here. But this was meant to be cast on Tuesday. Problem is, they did not have a live STV info link. Apparently, they did still record the demos, so we can still get the game casted, which is pretty awesome. Hawks being, oh, he may get caught out here, doing, quite a bit of damage to that soldier. Larsa is actually down there, finished off by Himsy, and now Longest peeking in to kill Darn as well. So that's both of these soldiers down for our blue team right now, and they are going to back out. Lots of damage coming down onto Rib here from Himsy as well. Himsy, I thought he was going to die there, but apparently not. And here we go. The new Dignitas team pushing back the old Dignitas team at the moment. Old Dignitas is walking back once again to their yard. They will be able to hold this. They've got the Uber. It's just that what you're seeing here, it's like, well, wait, why don't they just, pop their Uber to stop that cap? Well, the answer is that they would only basically have 4 against 6, and when the Uber faded, they wouldn't really have a lot to show for it because most of these teams do know how to deal with those Ubers very, very effectively. Hawks gets taken out there in exchange for Darn, so a soldier down 4 each. Right now, Relic actually has not captured the middle point yet, which is kind of surprising to me because I think the new Dignitas team did back way up, but it looks like they're more interested in deathmatching at the moment. Rebelli here getting on the cap, so he's going to finish this off. Actually, maybe not. Look at this. Almost everybody dead right now, and here the Uber is just finished off for Dignitas. In fact, they didn't even have to use the whole thing. They managed to get the kills they needed early. Meanwhile, though, they did not manage to cap that. I'm sorry. So they did lose the... this could be bad. Oh, very, very close there. And yes, they are getting spawn camped right now. It's not going to be good for our blue team. Yeah, they're going to have to take a new spawn. Oh, this could be really... Okay, so they did get away from that. Himsy ends up going down to Rebelli there, trying to continue his spawn camp, and that didn't work for him very well. So, yes, Dignitas did manage to cap the middle point temporarily, but Relic, I mean, look at the player advantage they have. Look at the medic advantage that they have. They should be able to push this right back. Himsy's still down, so there's going to be no sticky traps anywhere that our blue team has to worry about. They're immediately going to set their own above the garage, and red team Dignitas backing away against Relic. So Relic is showing some very, very solid play here right now. Dignitas' pushes have been just a little bit weirder, and I really do not think that Himsy is supposed to be on Demo Man. He may just be playing in lieu of somebody else, because I swear he is not their main demo, but he's been doing an absolutely fabulous job right now. So we'll just see if he can't peek in and deal some more damage here. Or no, here comes the Uber right now for our blue team. They know they have an advantage. They are pressing it immediately. They did bring in Rib to try and get the damage down, but now the Uber has faded away and no kills. So at least Dignitas are playing a good conservative game and keeping their players alive to continue to hold on to these points, maintain the score as it is now, and hopefully capitalize on their opponent's mistakes. It's just that right now there haven't been a lot of those mistakes from the Relic team. They did lose Darn there, then Hawks gets taken out by Bibbin. Meanwhile, Bibbin is backed into a corner here, though, against the 2 scouts of Dignitas. So we've got a little bit of a player advantage and Uber advantage here for Dignitas. They are going to push in. They've just got to deal with some stickies, and they're just going to walk right over him, actually. Not going to be too big of an issue. So now Cookie in to start pressuring, and so is his friendly scout Longest, but he's taken out very, very quickly. But Cookie here is going to be the game breaker. He's the one who can get in, and oh no, he did have to back off there. He could have gotten in and started pressuring the team, but now look at this. Of course, our blue team here does have the Uber ready to go. Agron helping Rib heal that damage back up very quickly that he took from a couple of pills there, I think. Wanting to maintain the demo at all costs, because that demo is really what is preventing Dignitas from pushing in right now. And there you go. Everybody is back up for our blue team. In comes Hawks trying to get the kill here on Agron. Agron took some damage, but he's going to be okay by that. And now, with only 5 players left alive for our red team, Dignitas, I think Relic is going to push in. I think. Yeah, they are all rotating around to the right side right now, peeking at the sticky trap here. They do not want to have to pop the Uber really early over the stickies, but yeah, there they go. They are actually popped it very quickly there. They thought Red might die, so immediately trying to force the pop there of our red team as well. Yes, and now having to back out. Actually, Rib is going to get caught out here if he's not careful. He did manage to... Oh, that is really good play by him. Managed to use a sticky as the Uber was fading and to just get back into the garage. Good air strafing, and now Bibbin's down, but so is Haza. Dignitas trying to peek in and deal some more damage, and I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. The Ubers are just about even right now, but Dignitas may end up dropping back. They are still hanging onto the yard at the moment, and in fact, Looks like everything's getting reset here. So quite a common thing to happen on Granary, where you'll see all this fighting going on, kind of jockeying for position, poking into each other. Looks like it's going to be some really good aggression, and then everybody's back in the same position they were before like 2 minutes ago. So building up the Ubers once again, and we're going to wait for these teams to try and find a disadvantage. But as you know, as they stay in these positions more and more, they're just going to get more and more bored with it. So they'll try more and more interesting things, like the scout bombing in on top of Himsy and taking him out. No more demo man means here comes the blue team. Even though they have a player disadvantage right now, they've got a damage advantage out just because of that demo. Uber's coming in here, but now actually Relic has decided to back away. Yeah, and a good decision here because the Uber's fading away a lot sooner for them than it did for Red. But now sneaking around this left-hand side. Meanwhile, Rebelli is of course running back for a health kit. So not everybody alive, but or not everybody on the field right now. Oh, and there goes Aggron. Some good positioning by Hawks. He is still upstairs. Does get taken out, but he also managed to kill Larsa. So 2 kills for him. A soldier and a medic, just trading for a soldier. I'd say that's a good trade. And yeah, apparently it is the guy that I forgot, which I should not have forgotten this at all, but Dignitas' current demo man is normally Mafu, so Himsy playing for him, and I think that Haza is the one who I do not recognize on the Dignitas team, so he may be a sub or he may be a merc. Either way, that is why their roster looks just slightly different today. So let's just see here. Rebelli does get taken out once again, going in for some kills here, but now I think Dignitas is going to be pushing in through this left-hand side. Yes, they are trying to get the capture down right now, and with only 3 players left alive for Relic, they are having to back into their own yard. Nowhere near the Uber they want either. I'm not sure what oh yeah, because Aggron died, of course, so they have to build that Uber up very quickly. Got one more forward spawn, so they should be able to hold on to the yard. But already some kills coming down. Rib actually managed to kill Cookie there with a good sticky trap. Nobody saw that coming. Dignitas now peeking into the to this point though, taking out Rebelli. Lots of damage coming into the blue team, and Relic is having to back away from this Uber very, very quickly. Uber not going to be able to deal as much damage as they want though. Aggron is at 100% now, so he should be able to save his team whenever they need. And there you go. That was actually a really good play here by Hawks to bomb in, and wow, he got away. Oh no, that's Haza. I'm sorry, Haza. Really beautiful soldier play there, and he's coming in now to try and take out the medic after the Uber's faded. Does grab that health kit, doesn't manage to get the kill, but Aggron down to 50 health, and there's a backup going on, and there you go. Dignitas take a round with the backup during all the chaos and confusion that happened there with Haza's jump. So I just want to talk about that. So Haza, what he did there, let's get on his camera. Come on, where are you, Haza? I want to see this. There he is. What Haza did there was, after the Uber faded, he realized that they were going to have a disadvantage with the Uber unless he jumped in on top of the medic. So he did that. He jumped in. He forced the pop from Aggron very quickly because Aggron was already damaged. And then he jumped back out with some really amazing rocket jumps so that he didn't die and he could stay alive to keep his team alive a little bit longer. Now here comes the mid-fight, and Haza is up on top of the crates right now, being aggressive, taking a lot of hits as a result. So he's got to be careful about this, and in fact may get taken out very quickly. Relic looks like they are winning this mid-fight quite decisively here. Haza does get back there with his medic, the Jackal, but they are already being spammed through the garage. Yeah, Team Relic wasting no time here. They know that Himsy is down right now. No demo man there to give them sticky trouble, so they are just pushing straight into the second point here, and oh man, this could be bad. Haza ends up getting taken out there by Darn, and here is the Uber now. Uber popped on a scout. Dignitas not looking too happy about their situation right now, and do manage to just flash the Uber there at the very end to a soldier. Not that it really matters too much. There you go. Bibbin gets taken down, but Rebelli trying to finish off this cap, getting healed up as well, so he should be able to do it as long as the soldier doesn't stop him, which he is right now. No, Hawks not able to do that, and Hawks is now, wow, that looked like a really painful position for his head there. Hawks is now dead. So yeah, I do think that Relic has this. It's just 2 up right now, Haza and Longus, and Rib is going to jump straight in, start dealing some sticky damage. I didn't even realize you could get stickies to fly like that. That's pretty impressive. They just need to get in here, lots and lots of damage down, but Haza is still alive, dealing some of his own. Oh, he's dodging so well right now, but this is not going to be enough. He gets taken out, and now Relic is in here, going to get the second point for them. So very, very fast, very efficient round by Team Relic. And I'm just hearing from Orgone Addict in my stream chat. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but he's saying that Mafu is kind of inactive. Himsy used to play demo, so he's kind of moved back to that. And Longus is trialing for the scout spot. They're also saying that Pun Poom apparently is inactive, and that's why Haza is playing as well. And Haza is in fact playing Pocket Soldier essentially. So yes, that is why the roster does look a little bit different from our normal expected Dignitas roster. Here comes the Team Relic though, who have played together for so long already and are doing an extremely good job. Haza and Hawks are both down. Bibbin and Darn taken out in exchange, though. Problem is there's just no soldiers left alive for the Dignitas team right now, and now their demo's down as well, but the demo rib as well dead, so this could go either way, but really, no, it can't, because at that point, it was Relic's game to win. They've got the 100% Uber. They're just trying to build that cap up as long as possible. Oh, okay, interesting. Sending a scout off ahead. Rebelli right now is going to go for the immediate cap on the second point. There he is. He's already putting up that pressure. So, I mean, Dignitas is going to look at this and say, okay, well, I mean, we can try to push in and stop this, but not really going to be able to do that too well. You know, already there's a lot of capture time, so it's not going to take terribly long for Relic to get in here and conquer it. We do see just a bit of spam coming down now, but it's not going to stop Relic. And actually, look at that scout edging the point right there, just trying to get as much cap time as he possibly can. And of course, Dignitas doing a really good job of just spamming that very little corner where they know he's hanging out. Here comes the Uber, though, from our blue team, and they did manage to get the kill on Haza right away, so not great positioning. And now, Judge Ackle in some trouble here, gets taken out on the wall in a shower of Gibbs right there, and now only 2 left alive for Dignitas. They're doing a great job. Agron having to pull out the needles here to try and deal with the pressure from Cookie. Problem is, Darn is on the last point, and Cookie trying to stop that, cannot do it. Haza had just respawned, but he was too late, so that's going to be 3-1 for Relic. And, of course, speaking of 3, this guy's got like 3 hats on at the same time. The Towering Pillar of Hats, one of my favorites. But yeah, Darn is going to peek forward now and get out there to the mid-fight with the rest of his players. Relic is doing really well at the moment. Of course, Dignitas doing a decent job as well. It's just they're getting a little bit outplayed here on CP Granary. And of course, they do play 2 maps, so we've got a second map coming after you after this one. This one, about 10 minutes left to go. We can, of course, hold those scores up for everybody to check out while the mid-fight gets underway. But we're seeing right now Darn try to put some damage down. Not going to do that quite yet, but yes, it looks like Rebelli's taking out Himsy here. Darn, Rebelli actually going big, taking out Hawks as well. Where is Rebelli right now? He's gotten 2 kills so far, and now just trying to finish off the capture so he gets some more points. But yeah, he's doing, in fact, by far the best on his team, 42 points. Next man has 25, and apparently Rebelli was taking some time to type or something there. I do not know. But yeah, I mean, Bibbin there, his scout is like just a little bit over half of Rebelli's points. So Rebelli is just an amazingly incredible player on scout, doing work for his team. Meanwhile, of course, in the Dignitas team, Cookie kind of the same way. Top scoring, top fragging right now for the Dignitas team. Let's see what Rebelli decides to do here, and if he peeks in, it looks like he's probably not going to do that because, of course, you don't have a lot of health as a scout. You got to be really careful. Still, the medic on the left side here in the garage for the second point. So, I don't know. Rebelli actually gets taken out there by Hawks, so a good find by Hawks. Ooh, he has found the scout. Managed to take him out here, and now Dignitas has just a slight player advantage. And actually, because they have killed the top fragger on Relic, they may try and get out here and do a lot more damage, but no, looks like Rib is doing a decent job of shutting off this route. I think that was probably Cookie peeking out there, but we do have the Uber actually forced for Dignitas right now, and they are pulling out here. I just pulled some hair out, but they are pushing out of their garage, trying to force the Uber there as well, of course, for Blue. But Bibbin gets taken out. Meanwhile, though, Himsy not in a good position, so he is dead. So is Hawks. Wow, this is pretty crazy right now because, of course, that point is going to get capped. Not a lot that Dignitas can really do about it. There's too many players in there for them to take on, so having to back off to their last point. We'll see if they put any sort of off-classing up. Maybe Cookie's going to go off to like a sniper or something. It would be interesting to see, but no, he's just refilling on ammo right now. Wants to get back out there and quickly deal some damage as a scout. Got the overheal, and Longus actually taking out Rib. Cookie is, I don't know, he's just hanging out here for the moment. He doesn't want to get too overly aggressive. The demo man, Himsy, really getting overly aggressive here and just taking so much damage, but he's got the heals on him from the medic now. Cookie is actually upstairs and just slowly working his way in and out, in and out, in and out, because, of course, if he can find just that one little opportunity there where one time he goes in and nobody's paying attention to him, just like now, that's when he can get around and deal a lot of damage or actually force the Uber or whatever. So the Ubers are done right now, but this is kind of a bad position actually for Red. If they start losing players, they've got to be careful. Big air shot there actually on Himsy. And now, oh darn, tried to jump in on top of the medic, took a little bit too much of a jump, got taken out. But Dejaclo is down, Rib taken down as well, but Hawks and Cookie are dying here, and now Haza pushing in and trying to finish off this little push from Blue Team, and they have done that. Really, I don't know why they're not capping right now. They need to be doing that. There is, of course, a scout here, and that is going to be Rebelli, healed up by Agron, so they might be a little bit afraid of pushing into Rebelli, but they've got to do that because it's too late now. They actually could have gotten some capture time there on the second point, but now that they have not done that, there's going to be such a huge Uber advantage for Relic that there's almost no way they're going to lose this push. So Dignitas needs to find some way to stop that Uber, because otherwise it's not going to be good for them. Sounds like there is just a little bit of fighting going on out here. Both these demo men kind of feeling each other out at the doorway, but very soon it's almost 100% here for Aggron. He's going to push it right away, and yeah, there goes the Uber immediately, jumping in right on top, going straight for the fragging. Class is actually trying to focus down a soldier here, but he's getting healed back up. Meanwhile, though, a lot of damage coming in. Haza's taken down, so is Rib, though. No demo man for our blue team is actually not a good thing for them for this push. Aggron trying to keep that scout alive. Now he's getting pressured by Himsy, gets taken out. Himsy with a very good jump there to completely avoid those needles. Problem is, blue team is on the point right now with a scout, and nobody there to stop him. Oh, no. So Dignitas loses it 4-1 right now, and it's going to be tough for them in 6 minutes to get 3 points back. We'll see if they can do that, because that may have just sealed the deal here on Granary for Relic. Relic doing a really good job there on that last point. I mean, Dignitas, I thought they had the capture, to be perfectly honest. I thought they had that defended. But they just were not in the right position to stop that scout. So let's see what Relic decides to do. Oh, I'm sorry. Rib just walks right on top of that sticky and says, yeah, I dare you to detonate it. And apparently the dare was not accepted. So Himsy kind of chickening out there. Buck, 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 buck. I'm just kidding. But yeah, Himsy did get taken out there by Rib. A good pill. Now Jackal's down as well. And in fact, it is just Bibbin and Rebelli. Rebelli gets taken focused down here. And Bibbin finally finished off by Cookie. So Dignitas do win this mid-fight, and they are still in the game if they can very quickly get on that second point. They've got to get some good forward spawns here, and they are going to get forward spawn for at least their medic. Cookie now getting into the second point, immediately starting the capture there. He's probably going to get pressured by Rib and Darn, though, as soon as they push in here. Yeah, they are doing that just now. Rib actually up top, and Cookie could get taken out. He's not careful. Oh, that health kit was... He'd already taken it, so it was not there for him, and that was just a killer. Ends up going down to a rocket from Darn. I think that was Darn. Took a lot of damage there before he died, but nonetheless, Dignitas now... Oh, they've lost Himsy as well to Rib. This is not good for Dignitas. They really need to look at finding a way to get the aggression back on, but right now they're just getting pressured slowly and surely by the Relic team, who is, it seems just like this juggernaut. It's like, once we're moving, you need to get out of our way or you are going to die. That is exactly what we're seeing right now from Relic. Finally losing Aggron there, though. That's going to be a big deal. The Jackal has almost 75% Uber at the moment, so he's going to have a very big advantage here. Thing is, long as Cookie, they've died, they've lost Hawks as well. Bibbin now coming in, trying to get some more damage in on the soldier there, not able to kill him yet. He's getting back into an overhealed state, but now going after the demo. Oh, Bibbin popped way up into the air, though, and gets taken out by a pill. Not before forcing the Uber, though, actually. So Dignitas here just wasting precious time with that Uber. Rebelli going for some aggression there behind lines, just gets taken out. Not really... Look at that pogo jumping! What? I'm not even sure if that was necessary, but it was pretty awesome to watch. But no, Cookie was going... I'm sorry, Rebelli was going for some action there to try and delay the push. I don't really think it worked too well. Nonetheless, let's just see here what our Dignitas team can do in the next 3 minutes. They have lost Haza and Dexter. Bibbin, the only one to die in that exchange, and Rib now killing Himsy. Oh, no, sorry, killing... Cookie there. Larsa's the one who got the kill on Himsy. And only 2 left alive. It is Hawks and Longus. Longus coming in to help finish off Rib there, and Aggron is now down as well, but Hawks is dead, and so it's just, yeah, there you go. Longus gets taken out. That is probably the end of the game for our red team. Dignitas, it is 4-1 right now, and Dignitas doing a good job. Himsy actually getting in there and getting a kill. Another kill could be possible here. No, didn't get that one, but Larsa is down to Cookie, so Cookie ends up getting the finishing blow there. Wow, I'm kind of confused at what Relic's doing right now. Maybe they're just not taking it too seriously anymore because they know they've got this game pretty much in the bag. Ooh, Medic getting jumped right now, but yeah, I mean, you just don't want to see players jumping in one at a time and trying to stop each other. There you go, it is 4-2, but there's only 2 minutes left. It's possible to get like a 1 minute capture on Granary, so anything could happen. I don't want to like call it early, because we all know what happens when I call it. I mean, I don't know. Typically, I get it right. It's just that one game that I completely screwed up on. Called it way early, and then like I was like, oh wait a minute. Turns out I'm oh god, so completely wrong. Anyway, immediately some damage getting down on the Dignitas team once again. Himsy eating a lot of stickies here. He's got to be really careful about these mid-fights because he's been taking quite a bit of damage. Cookie gets taken out there. Lots of damage coming down on Agron, actually, and he is now down, but Hawk's down as well. So not a lot of fragging classes left alive for our red team, and if they lose any more, that's going to be it. Haza's now down. It's just Himsy and Dexter. Rebelli, Larsa, and Darn all able to pressure them back through the choke point here, and look at the seconds ticking off the clock. It is a minute and 30 left, so it's almost impossible at this point. And there you go. Larsa is taken out to Jackal in exchange, and Himsy the only one left at this mid-fight. They are losing the middle point, so that, I think, is going to be it. Team Dignitas putting up a good fight here against Relic with some not new players, but players they haven't played with for a while at least. Himsy on Demo Man, of course, and then Longus and Haza trying out. So this round, I do believe, has gone to Relic, and Relic showing us why if you play together and just keep playing together, you will do really, really well. Stick with, these guys have stuck with pretty much the same roster for a long time, and it has really worked for them. So here on Granary, we do have 45 seconds left, and yes, we can definitely call it now. Relic has won this game, and we're going to go on to the next map, which I think may be Gravelpit. I will definitely see you guys there, but do make sure to hit subscribe on youtube.com/fatmop, F-A-T-M-O-P. That's where you'll see all these videos in high definition, and I do get them out there every single day. Himsy and Hawks both getting taken out there once again, just as the Uber comes out to add insult to injury here a little bit. Relic pushing back onto Team Dignitas, and Dignitas only has Dexter, aka the Jackal, left alive. So that is going to be it. Just about 10 seconds left here. This has been Salamancer. Thank you so much for watching. It is a 4-2 victory here to Relic over Dignitas on Granary, and I am going to sign out just as soon as the fat lady sings in 3 seconds here. We're going to hear the "You Fail," and there we go. See you guys on the next map.